You live in a completely different world, Anita. That you've a false narrative that you've built up.
That nothing I just said was false.
But why don't you want fact checking? Why do you deny fact checking?
What does fact checking even mean? What does that
Have
mean
a
to you?
third person, have your
Why does a third
dance
person know more than you or
teacher,
I?
your dance
Why do you
teacher,
think a
Beth
third
Bond,
person would know more
because they
than
will
you or
call it
I?
out. You can lie, you can gaslight one person. You
Nothing
don't
I'm
want a
doing is
third party. You
gaslighting.
can
I'm
just
telling you
tell
the
them they're
facts.
crazy. But a third party looking at the
I
facts,
didn't call you crazy.
you didn't call me crazy.
Not once
5
in this
years
conversation
you've
have I
been
called you
saying you're
crazy.
crazy. 5 years, your dad,
Not once
Albert,
in this
that's for your
conversation. I've
method.
acknowledged your trauma. I've
Oh.
acknowledged that you've gone through a
Mm-hmm.
lot and
Mm-hmm.
that maybe life is a little bit
It's
too
a
hard for
long,
you to
it's what
understand
you've
sometimes.
caused me to destroy me because I'm the obstacle between you and mom's life
I have no
savings.
intention to destroy you. I actually want you to be okay.
Oh,
I
yeah?
want you to figure out
Oh.
life for yourself so that I don't have to worry about you. And I don't ever
Mm.
have to talk to you again. That would be great. Why don't you figure some shit out, Jarek? And stop harassing me online.
Me posting the truth about you is harassment?
Whatever you're posting, yeah, if it's about me,
Because
it's
it's
harassment
the
because I don't
truth
want
that
any of it.
violates your false narrative.
What is it going to take for you to stop posting online about me?
Why does it upset you? Why don't you tell Beth Bond, let Beth Bond look at it.
Beth
Have
has
Beth
seen
Bond
you and said
contact
that
me.
you look scary.
Yeah,
You look
let her
scary
talk
and
to
you
me.
remind her of her abuser.
Okay, I'm having therapist. I want you to talk with a third party I pick. I want us to have meetings with a
I
third
don't want
person
to
I
be
want.
associated with you. That's why I don't want you posting about me. I don't want you focusing on me.
Okay, let's.
I don't want your attention. I don't want you getting off on my image or my pictures. I don't want you masturbating to me. Can you please stop that? That's disgusting.
Where did you get that idea?
You get
Where does
off on
that
it.
come?
On
What?
talking to me, on
Where did you get
to
that from?
expose me. I can see it.
Where can you see that?
Are you doing it? Do you want to deny it?
Where do you get that from, Anita?
Why don't you tell me it's not true?
You think I'm jerking off to you?
Yeah, it's disgusting. The way that you post me next to all those boob pictures on your Facebook. It's disgusting. Stop it. Please.
That's a
I don't
new
want you
one.
thinking of me in that way.
Oh.
Please. You're not denying it, so I know right now it's true. Please don't do that. I don't want to be on the same page of those crazy like boob and butt pictures that you post of people. Like, I don't want that attention. Please. Please don't do that to me. Is that what you've been doing?
No, I don't jerk off to you, Anita.
Okay, good.
I don't know why you would think that.
Because you post me next to all those sexual things. You post my dance videos. And I've asked you not to. And then the next second, you're posting something like porn.
So I've explained
Both
what
at the
that
same
is.
time.
Everything you're asking about, I've explained, and you're refusing to hear it. I have the answers. It's all everything. The answer to everything. I post every day the truth, and you know what it is,
So
huh?
what you're posting isn't always the truth because you have a lot of
Which one? So,
misconceptions.
so you're always saying that. So we need to, but you don't want to fact check anything. You don't want a
I've
third
told you
party.
all the things that are false, and you don't want to hear it.
It's when it's just you and me, and you just say everything I say is false and everything you say is truth, it can't work out. We need a third fact checking.
Everything. I'm saying
If
like
it
those
was,
conspiracy theories about
the
9/11 and all these people involved conspiring against you, that's not true.
your
The thing about your
grandfather
bills
was
not being
first
paid because we're
responder,
trying
so
to
was
put you
Mike
in crisis,
Villardi,
that's
so
not
was
true.
Tony Bongiovanni. They're connected. They're the same team. You're all using the same methods Justin Taylor was using to provoke
I don't know
a
Justine. I don't know
response.
Mike. I barely know Tony. You're connecting all these things. They're not connected. You need to stop ingraining those patterns in your head and actually look at what's happening in reality. Okay?
So what do you think is a solution when two people, one, Darvo, you know what Darvo is? When someone's perpetrating
What if it's
and
not
pretending.
Darvo, and
So
what if it's
what
just
in
a
that
concerned family
situation,
member?
what's to do? In that
What if it's
situation,
just a concerned family member who's seeing someone spiral out of control and go into tremendous
that's
debt
you.
and doesn't know how
That's
to help
you.
them?
You using all of mom's money to target me paying Tony Bongiovanni with all his skills.
I only paid him to get her protection and health care.
Yeah, so that's false narrative. What do you do when there's a
It's not a
situation
false
like
narrative because
this?
you did interfere
There's
with her
a
health care. You
solution
did.
to that. You're preventing it.
I didn't prevent it. I made sure she got health care. That's
I
what I
know
did.
that's your narrative and it's false. What do you do when two people have two different you saying what you're saying is true and it's false? What is it? What does somebody do in that situation?
You
It
listened to the
does
one that
happen.
has legal backing and documentation to help, and I have the legal backing. Okay.
You have all of mom's money paying lawyers to Tony Bongiovanni.
If you don't want to believe it, that's your prerogative. But really, I'm trying to get through to you because I am concerned about you. Because you don't have anything going for you right now, and I don't know what you're gonna do. So I'm trying to help you.
I'm just
I know it
posting the
doesn't look like help.
truth. That's a violation to your false narrative.
I think maybe you have a couple of false narratives of your own, Zeke, and you don't want to address it because it'll
So
really
let's
hurt.
fact check it. When for that situation, there's a solution.
Go ahead and ask someone else to look at it all. I doubt you'll get anyone who will agree to do that.
I have someone, when I'm talking to them, I'll call you.
You have really.
When we need a conversation with a third person, we had that psychologist, and then she said that a psychologist said that you guys are saying lies about me. That's there. Familial manipulation she's had, and she sent a text, and she said that you're framing me, and there's all the conversations. The psychologist, and she's willing to testify.
Day where Anahid went missing, and I was desperate, and I was really scared for hours, and you weren't messaging me or telling me what was going on, so I reached out to your therapist, and I had already spiraled thoughts of like the worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
So I was already in that mindset of,
so she stated that
you're
framing me and you're manipulating people against me. When we have a third person look at it, she's written it out, and I have the recording. So you prevent a third person being present, because when there is, they state that you're lying.
But I'm not participating in any third people.
Because it would prove that you have a false narrative. That you said, what will it take? That's what it will take. What you asked me, what's the solution? That answer, I don't trust, is because you've been lying all these years. All this narrative you have is false. And when I want a third party, when I want it, that's why we need the public to see it. You're trying to protect your false narrative. Everything you're doing is to take mom's money, and you're lying all the time.
I have not taken any of her money. I'll tell you that right now.
You haven't. You haven't taken any of her money.
That's correct. I have used it for her care and for her benefit.
To
I've
pay
been
Tony
nothing else.
Bongiovanni to put her away and me away and take everything.
You're not put away, are you?
You
But
got me
also,
locked out of my
Anahid,
own house. She's always saying
that's
she
not your
doesn't
house.
want it
It's not
for
your
you.
residence.
That's not for you to say. She's always saying that she wants you out of her lives, out of her bank
She's
account.
not always saying that.
She is. I
She's
have all
never
the
told you that.
recordings. She's always saying that. You saying she doesn't have capacity. You removed her capacity by keeping her well. She's calling 911 every day. See, you
She's not doing that now, is she? I fixed that problem.
you had
She's
listened
in a
to
care
that?
home where
You listened to that?
she's cared for and respected. So she does no reason
So
to
was
call 911.
Varsenik and Galupse, right? And then we weren't told that they died.
Varsenik was in home. She never went to a care home. I don't know about Galupse.
Mom and Anahid, Mom and Apo were calling and calling. They didn't know what had happened to her. And
Yeah, towards the end, Varsenik couldn't even talk. And that's what happens when
yeah,
you're
but
old.
it was kept
You lose your
secret from
abilities.
Mom and Apo what had happened to her and
Apo told
with
me that was because she
Galupse.
wanted to tell her in person. Because he thought that she would take the news too hard, and he didn't want to make that a phone call because he cares for her.
The same situation. Mom is locked up. She's not allowed to talk, and you filed fraudulent restraining order.
Her if you followed the court system for visitation rights.
Yeah, you
But
lied
never
to me
responded to the
when I
restraining order.
asked when the day is to show up to court. You said you had amended it twice. I asked, and you lied to prevent me getting there.
I've served you those papers
Twice
two
I
times.
asked you when it is, and you didn't tell me intentionally. You didn't want me.
At that time, but you were served papers for when that was.
When I was asking about it, you said you had amended it.
Served you? Did you receive them in the
You
mail?
see, every answer you avoid is because you're lying.
I'm getting to the bottom of this. Did you receive the papers that I served you in the mail? Because I know the first time I served you, you threw the papers on the ground and you left them there and you never looked at them. So did you receive or read any of the papers that I sent you on how you can get visitation rights with your mom now that she's safe and in a comfortable environment? Did you look at that at all?
Send them to me now. I don't know what you're talking about. Anita, you've been putting me through hell.
It went in the mail to you.
Psychological torture is when you speak lies to somebody for 5 years daily.
You should have received 3 copies of summons to court.
I need a third person you communicate through because you keep saying.
Let me know if you've received them.
I don't know, Anita. I don't know. I need a third person. That's where your bills are too. I'm always asking for a third person to communicate through because you've been doing psychological torture on me. You need to get a representative payee through the Social Security office because they can help you pay your bills. That's your third person right there. Go to the Social Security office and say, hey, I'm disabled. I need a representative payee. I need help. That's what you do. I've told you that so many times. You've ignored it. You don't want to get help. You push everyone who wants to help you away. It's time to change that. You need help. So it's called a representative payee. And they help with your Social Security payments to make sure that they're going towards your bills first so that you can survive. I asked for financial manager. That's what that is. It's called a representative payee. And they help you. That's an available service to you. You need to look into it. Have you looked into it at all? Do you know what that is? Tell Gary about it and just communicate with Gary. Is Gary okay? I thought Gary wasn't going to live there anymore. And I honestly don't think he should. And why is that? Because it's another squatter that you're inviting in without a rental agreement or anything. If he sues you or sues Anahid, you'll lose the house. You're opening up that can of worms. You're not protected because you have no rental agreement.
There's many reasons why you shouldn't let people live in your house without a rental agreement, Jake. There's many, many reasons, and that's just a few of them. It's not good practice. It's not your property yet either. Once Anahid dies, you inherit that house, but right now it's hers.
Hey, Gary.
And it needs protection.
Gary, can you come out? Gary, can you come out here?
Okay.
Gary, I got Anita on the phone. But I have a third person in the conversation. We want you to be present what she's doing to me.
Okay.
So sit down for some here. Make the seat be comfortable.
Gary, you don't have to do this if you're uncomfortable. You don't have to say yes to everything that Zeke says.
I'm willing to be a witness.
Are you okay? I heard you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. What's your plan, Gary?
My plan is
No, don't tell her anything, Anita. She's gonna use it against you. What do you want, Anita? What do you
I
want?
want to know what his living arrangement plans are.
It's
in
none of your
Anahid's house.
business, Anita. Okay?
No, I'm
It's
supposed
none
to
of
be
your
managing
business.
Anahid's
No, you're
residence.
not. She's said repeatedly she wants you off her accounts
She's
and
also
off
said she
out of
doesn't
her
want
life.
Gary there. She said very intensely that she did not want him there.
So when
So I
she
wanna know
says
what his
very
plan is.
intensely she doesn't want you out of, she wants you out of her life, you don't
Only
listen
when you're
to that.
threatening and intimidating her and telling her lies
Oh.
about me.
It sounds like here you're threatening and intimidating me, Anita, the way your tone.
How
Listen
am I
to your
doing
tone. Listen to your tone throughout this conversation. I'm gonna
So your
post this
tone will be
conversation.